welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to FC Dallas versus Seattle Sounders FC in the MLS Cup 2023 playoffs. Western Round 1, Game 2. Seattle leads 1-0 in the series. FC Dallas contra Seattle Sounders FC en la playoffs de la MLS, Copa MLS Oeste, Ronda 1, Jornada 2. Partido 2, Seattle ganar 1-0 en la serie. We got a penalty shootout as well for Cincinnati versus Red Bulls. We'll go over the 11 of the Dallas-Seattle game when the penalty shootout's over. But we're covering the penalty shootout. We'll go over the 11s. It's a Costa first for Cincinnati. It's a 1-1 draw between Cincinnati and Red Bull. Seattle-Dallas is about to start. That's why we flipped this. If you know how these work. Celentano. You know what? I'll quickly do the 11s for Dallas. Dallas-Seattle in goal, Martin Paz. The back four, Ima Tumasi, Sebastian Ibiaga, and Kosi Tafari, Sam Junkwa. Midfield 2, Paxton Pomykal, Iser Alara-Mendy. Midfield 3, Bernard Kamungo, Liam Fraser, Paul Arriola, Jesus Ferreira. And for Seattle in goal, Stefan Fra. The back four, Nuhu Tolo, Jackson Reagan, Yamar Gomez Andrade, Alex Roldan, João Paulo, Josh Atencio in the midfield, Leo Chu, Albert Rusnak, Christian Roldan, and Jordan Morris. Now, on to the penalty shootout. Luciano Acosta versus Carlos Coronel. To start it off, Cincinnati with a 1-1 draw in Game 2. Cincinnati wins the shootout. They sweep. Red Bull wins the shootout. Red Bull goes to a Game 3. Acosta in! 1-0 for Cincinnati. Leget's really falling off the pecking order then. Well, we get 2 sweeps tonight. First, we got to get 1. But Acosta starts off with a 1-0 penalty. Red Bull to answer. Has a chance to answer. Celentano versus Omir Fernandez, who, if he's starting, is their #1 penalty taker. Scored against NYCFC. Acosta ready this whole game. Against Red Bull in Leagues Cup, or Red Bull against NYCFC in Leagues Cup in a big moment. Fernandez scored in the knockout stage to send Red Bull through. Will he do this? Will he equal it in penalties? Shot in! Past the arm of Celentano. It's 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Omir Fernandez puts it away. Yep. Oh, and Celentano almost got a hand to it. Game's about to start in Dallas. But for now, this matters a bit more. 4 more players each to go. Coronel. Can Coronel have some heroics to send Red Bull to a Game 3? Yuya Kubo versus Coronel. Yuya Kubo shot in. Goal. Beats it. Puts past Coronel's arm. It's 2-1. 2-1. Estevez 7-3-7 for Dallas at home this season. Brian Schmetzer for Seattle. Kubo scores an in. Schmetzer 16-6-1 all-time playoff record. Will Seattle sweep tonight, or will Dallas send this to a Game 3? We will find out. Frankie Amaya. First off, let's see if there's a sweep here. We want a sweep here, and we're off in Dallas. We're off in Dallas. Seattle wearing green, Dallas wearing red. Frankie Amaya bangs it in. It's 2-2. Forgive me, I got to focus on this shootout first. Seattle going forward. This is going to be crazy. I feel like some early action's going to happen. Alex Roldan for Seattle. Red Bull 2-2. Louisville gets a red card. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Cincinnati. Santiago Arias Almost had some really good plays, but Santiago Arias to make it 3. Can he make it 3? Santiago Arias. Santi! Saved! Coronel makes the save. Horrible penalty by Arias. It's 2-2 still. Horrible penalty. Coronel makes a save. Cincinnati has to make a save now. What a horrible penalty by Arias. Horrible. Can Celentano make a save is the question now. Coronel is on the ground praying. Dylan Nialis to shoot against Celentano, and he pops it in. Red Bulls have the lead 3-2. Boom. 3-2. Cincinnati needs a save, and they need to score 2 goals. 2 penalties. Nialis scores to give Red Bull the lead. Brandon Vasquez to keep Cincinnati within a chance to send this to sudden death. He has to score. I mean, it's not over if he doesn't, but it's damn near over if he doesn't. It's not over, but it's damn near over if he doesn't. Brandon Vasquez to make it 3-3 once again. Short run up and in. 3-3 for Brandon Vasquez. Can Cincinnati get a save from Celentano or a miss in one of these next 2 shots? Of course, they'll have to score their next penalty as well. A save will not matter. A save will not matter. A save will not matter. Still 0-0, 3 minutes in to the Dallas-Seattle, 0-0. We got Cameron Harper. Came on as a sub. Was he a penalty sub or was he just a sub? Cameron Harper versus Celentano. Cameron Harper takes a pretty long run up. Harper in 4-3. Cincinnati have to score or it's over for the night. A score and a save is what they need to have a chance to sweep. Cameron Harper maybe was a penalty taker sub because he top bins that down the middle. Cincinnati has to score. And Celentano has to make a save. Alvaro Barrial, who's been cutting through the Red Bulls like a hot knife through butter. Not yet. 4th minute. Barrial. The pressure's on Barrial for now. Barrial! Goal! 4-4. Red Bull scores, it's over. Louisville City scores. Red Bull scores, it's over. Red Bull misses, we go to sudden death. Simple as. Red Bull scores, it's a tie going into game 3. Red Bull misses, or a save, we go to sudden death. And Cincinnati still has a chance to sweep. John Tolkien scored the penalty to make sure Red Bulls would be in the playoffs. Does he keep them alive in the playoffs? John Tolkien, quick run up and off the post! He's off the post! No way! Oh no! John Tolkien hits it off the post! It's 4-4! Cincinnati could still sweep. John Tolkien. What a turn of events. The man who put them in the playoffs with a penalty misses the penalty to keep them alive for sure for another day. Wow. And now it's Matt Miazga. Matt Miazga. I think he scored at Gold Cup. Yeah? I think he scored at Gold Cup. Can Matt Miazga score here? Matt Miazga opens sudden death with a goal. 5-4. A save ends it for the Red Bulls. 1-0 Dallas in the 5th minute. Paul Arriola scores. Paul Arriola scores a goal in the 6th minute for Dallas as well. Wait, is that a second yellow for Miazga? Paul Arriola. Let's see how this happened. Ball crossed in. Header. Paul Arriola just nods the ball in. Beautiful cross by Kamungo. Right to Paul Arriola, and he just nods it in. Dallas scores. Paul Arriola in the 6th minute. Dylan Nialis, or Sean Nial. I'm confused. A Nialis brother to keep Red Bulls alive. Nialis in goal, 5-5. One 0 Dallas, 1-0 in the 6th minute. What happened to Miazga? He was in the USMNT. He's been playing for Cincinnati. Speaking of, 6 penalty. We got Aaron Bupenza. Yeah, Miazga scored his penalty for the USA back in the Gold Cup. Bupenza with a short run-up. Bupenza kept them into a draw, and he makes sure they have the lead here right now. 6-5 Bupenza. 1-0 Dallas. Kamungo's looking really good right now. Won another crazy Saturday. Past the post. 6-5. Jackson Reagan almost gets dispossessed too. Red Bulls, or Dallas is playing good right now. Red Bull. Red Bull to keep this alive. Long run up here. A long run up here. Will that work? Shot taken and in. Elias Manuel makes it 6-6. 1-0 for Dallas in their game in the West. Will Seattle do what Cincinnati's done? Who knows? We'll find out. Elias Manuel scores a penalty. Dallas are playing well right now. Sergio Santos. Sergio Santos versus Carlos Coronel. Sergio Santos. Santos in off the hands of Coronel. 7-6. Lord have mercy. Here's a free kick for Dallas. Free kick for Dallas. Deep range, but 9th minute, it's taken. Crossed in, saved by Fry. 7-6. Santos pops it off the hands of Coronel. He couldn't stonewall it. We got Peter Stroud. Peter Stroud for the Red Bulls. Has to score. Peter Stroud versus Celentano. It's in. 7-7. Oh, Lord. We keep going, don't we? Some point, it's got to be a screw-up. I don't know, man. 7-7. Holy crap, we're 2 away from keepers. We are 2 away from keepers. Who wants keepers? Goal for the FC Dallas. 1-0. Yellow card for Jackson Reagan. We got Yerson Mosquera in round 9. 7-7. It's getting a bit inexperienced killing Celentano. I agree. We got Mosquera. Save! Save from Coronel. 10th minute. Nuhu Tolo gets a yellow. Cincinnati has to make a save. Either a miss or a save. There it is. Celentano has to make a save or Red Bull has to miss. Red Bull are moments away from a playoff win and a Game 3 match. A Game 3. Serge Ngoma came on late. He might have been a penalty sub too. Serge Ngoma versus Celentano over the bar. Over the bar. Red Bulls cannot put away Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati can't put them away either. Free kick for Dallas. 1-0. No way. Charleston going to their first final since 2012. Free kick, header over the bar. But Dallas is all over Seattle right now. Red Bull gonna Red Bull. One more to keepers, by the way. Honestly, I agree. But Serge Ngoma puts it over the top. Cincinnati still have life. Yerson Mosquera gets bailed out. Junior Moreno, the last outfield player to take a pen before Celentano has to. Junior Moreno versus Cornell. In. It's 8-7. Will we get keepers or will we not? Cross in for Seattle. 12 minutes in. 1-0 Dallas. What a night. You're having more fun with this than you are Mississippi State, aren't you? This is the playoffs. That's why I'm doing this. But I think it's the right thing to do. Dallas leading 1-0. Red Bulls they have to score. They're on their last outfield player. Are they going to go Cornell? Nope, they're going to go outfield player. Then the goalkeepers, and then this could go forever. This might be the shootout that goes forever because, Jesus Christ, nobody wants to win. Red Bulls. Shot, save! And Cincinnati completes the sweep. They finally finish it off. Roman Celentano makes the save. Red Bulls are eliminated. Cincinnati wins 8-7 on penalties. 2-0 series sweep. Reyes misses. Red Bulls are out. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, we could have been off his line. Oh, no. No, not one of these again. Oh, Lord, he was off his line. I think he was off his line. It's over. Yes, Cincinnati have won. They are through. 2-0 series win. There's your sweep. Red Bulls are eliminated. FC Cincinnati to the conference semis. They made it hard on themselves. And it's 1-0. Game over. Penalty for Dallas. 14th minute penalty for Dallas. Cincinnati are moving on. I think I should keep this on because I don't know. 14th minute. Smoking that Red Bull pack. It is over. 8-7 in the shootout. It is over. Cincinnati wins 8-7 on penalties. And it's a penalty for Dallas, seems to be. Okay. Sorry for that, not focusing on Dallas till now, but Dallas has been really dominant. They have been dominant so far. They've been really dominant. Deservedly so. Hold that Red Bull. Yeah, I don't know. That's a bit soft. So East round 1, number 1, FC. We're just going to put it the series lead because that's just stupid. I was right about that. Cincy through. We're going to VAR. Looks like a penalty for Dallas, possibly. I was right about this one. Boom. Cincinnati through. Great. Messing with my freaking brackets. Let's see here. Tolo got the ball, but he got his leg. I mean, penalty. I think it's a soft penalty, but I think it's just a pen. We got Cincy through. Perfect. 1-0 on my round 1 predictions so far. I need a sweep here. Forget Red Bull. I need a sweep here. I need Messi to be the only game in town on Friday. And it is penalty for Dallas. I guess we're not going to have one game in town, Messi. Get the brooms out. Brooms out. Dallas penalty kick. Yeah, get the brooms out. But here's a penalty for Dallas. Will Stefan Fry make the save? Because if he doesn't, they're in trouble. Stefan Fry, it's up to you. Make a big save. I think that's all the CONCACAFs. Yep. All right. Come on. Cincinnati through to the conference semis. Put in the kids, throw the game, please. Zariola. Jesus Ferreira to make this a 2-0 game on penalty. To score a penalty, it's Jesus Ferreira. If he makes it 2, Dallas is in a really good position. Sweet, they turn things around in Frisco. Well, I did say Dallas would win one game in this series. Jesus Ferreira, penalty in the 18th minute. Ferreira puts it past Fry. It's 2-0 Dallas. Dallas, Jesus Ferreira. Of course, all he could score is a penalty, but at least he scores tonight. '17th minute penalty. 2-0. I mean, 2-0. I mean, I'm not surprised, to be completely honest. I'm not surprised. If we're being honest, I'm not surprised. Because let's put it like this, right? Dallas should have won in Seattle if Jesus Ferreira scored 2 goals. They didn't. Who's to say one of those? Who's to say the penalty that made it 2 happens, or the penalty that made it 1-0 happens if Jesus scores? He scores 2 goals. That penalty doesn't happen. I'll give you the Jordan Morris header. 2-1. Dallas wins game 1 if he scores 2 goals. Yeah, Dallas are pissed off. Yeah, they're pissed off. They want this. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This tie could get weird. Would I laugh if Seattle got eliminated by Dallas? Yes, I would. But that's not tonight. That's the weekend. That's next Friday. What I gotta say is that's something. Cross in. Alex Roldan. So that means we got a sweep between Cincinnati. So that means Cincinnati, New York does not matter. Saturday is a 2-game day instead of a 3-game day. Besides, could be 1. St. Louis, Kansas City, the only game in town on Saturday? Yeah, sort of me too, because I said Seattle would lose game 1 and then win the next 2. But Dallas would keep it close. See you fine gentlemen at Lumen Field. Ha, ha, ha. Seattle on Friday at 9 o'clock. I still got to do the RSR for the Messi game. Question. Should I go live for the Miami-New York game, not review it, and then go live for Seattle-Dallas, review Seattle-Dallas? I think we can make this work because at least it's a Western game. I think we can make this work. Because I think a RSR for New York versus Miami wouldn't do as good as the live. I think the live is probably where it's at, you know? It may. I'd only do an RSR for it if this game turns into a sweep somehow. But you know what? I don't know. What do you think? What do y'all think? Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. If you think about it, that's probably actually, if you think about it, You go live. You go live for the Miami game. That should get views. The review as much? I don't know. And then, of course, this game, game 3. And then we review the game 3. Honestly, you know what? That might work out. You know what? I think we can work with that. Yellow card, 2-0 Dallas. As it stands. Seattle getting dominated. It's okay, Red Bull Insider. You could be a Sheffield United fan. Yeah, Sheffield United's about to freaking match up the Derby County point total. Hold on. Is that Sheffield? I remember they've done it twice, honestly. They're in the Prem, yeah. Yeah, they're in the Prem. Oh, they actually just beat Wolves. Huh. 4 points. Yeah, it's still going against the... I don't know. 23rd minute. Speaking of. For Mississippi State, Kentucky, it is 21-3. About to be more. Shit. I don't know. 23rd minute. 22nd minute. We'll see if we have Thursday off, though. Tomorrow. Monday, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we know we're on. Thursday, could have off. Friday, I wasn't going to have off anyway with the Messi game, but could have a double instead. 2 games on Saturday. Maybe. Could be just 1, but it's still pretty early. Sunday, November 12th. For now, it's 3 games. Could be 2, could be 3, could be 1. I don't know. 23rd minute for Dallas. But Dallas is dominating. They've dominated all night. Like, Dallas wants to win this game. They want to prove that they still have a chance. They want to prove that they aren't easy to beat. They are not easy to beat, is what they want to prove. Pass the post. Corner for Seattle. You want to... No, we're not. It'd be funny if Seattle got to penalties too, came back to 2-2 and got to penalties and won on penalties. Some Seattle bullshit, yeah? Some Seattle bullshit. That'd be some Seattle bullshit. 24th minute. As I like to call it, Seattle bullshit. You love Seattle bullshit. We love Seattle bullshit. Seattle bullshit. My favorite thing in the world. It's not. It's bullshit. No, it's not. Seattle bullshit. My favorite thing in the world. $9 p.m. Central on the 10th is Dallas versus Seattle. If this game finishes 2-0 or just finishes a Dallas win. Seattle's major pretending right now. I'm not surprised. Does this mean Dallas is better than St. Louis? João Paulo cross. Brought down. João Paulo. Saved by Paz. Martin Paz. Dallas is legitimately just beating the ever-loving crap out of Seattle right now. It is absolutely mental. It is mental. Dallas is beating the crap out of Seattle. That'll be a free kick. Yeah, I think so. You know what? I didn't say it on my full bracket, but I might have to make that change if it's Seattle versus LAFC. I don't blame myself for making that pick before the playoff, Seattle over LAFC, because I didn't think LAFC would wake up like they did. Yeah. I think Seattle that's I wouldn't say it's a trap game because Seattle's at home. That's the good thing for them. I think it'll be LAFC versus Houston in the Western Conference Final. If St. Louis can't win, yeah, I think that may be the case with the way shit's going. LAFC loses all those tournament games and still ends up in MLS Cup, which is honestly bare minimum. The bare minimum. And then a little bit higher than that is winning MLS Cup again. Because if they don't do that, what? I have a lot of respect for Jamaica. I'm not half Jamaican. What? That'll be a free kick. LAFC needs to do with Leon, what Leon did if they win the MLS. I don't know what he's talking about. I think, honestly, either Houston or LA could win that one. I think it will go to penalties. I think a Houston-LA game in the Western Conference Final will go to penalties. Call me crazy. It'll go to penalties. Why? Too even. Like, it's going to be a tight one. LAFC would host, I think. Yeah, LAFC would host, but it'd be tight. It'll be tight. '30th minute yellow card. 30-minute yellow card for Areola. '31st minute. Yellow card, not looking right, contact. LAFC will win on penalties with John McCarthy. They wouldn't. See, here's the question about that. Do they pull that sub, though? Like, with Cripps fully healthy, do they pull that sub? That's the question. No penalty for handball there. That's the question, though. Do they go for it? Or will they let Cripps handle it? I don't know. I only think McCarthy was in for penalties because necessity. They weren't planning on making that sub, but then Cripps broke his leg, and then they had to make the sub. I agree with that. Houston versus LAFC kind of reminds me of the 2012 Cardinals season, where the Houston came out of nowhere to make a conference final, if that was a conference final, and then the defending champions made the conference final again. But they're playing a team that either team could win. You could make a debate saying who's better, but LAFC weren't as good as they were in their title winning season, but they're still in the right position. You could say they're the opposite of clutch, but still, with everything else. Josh Atencio, I don't know what he was trying to do there. Just like slips and taps. 6-3 lose to the Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Oh. Atencio burnt the kitchen down on that. Ain't that a bad thing to burn down the kitchen? I guess so. FIFA Club World Cup's going from 7 to 36 teams. Next one in 2025. I know. We all know. We all know. That is probably the biggest expansion at one time, though, for any tournament. Like a one. 33rd minute, cross in. Top of the box, shot past the post. Yep. Exactly. Like, that was a bad play. "34th minute, had Cincy or draw. I was stressed." Hey, they got the draw and they won on penalties. You got your bet. Good for you. Didn't somebody say Cincy? I think somebody on Morning Footy said Cincy or draw. "35th minute. Crazy how Saudi Arabia got the 2034 World Cup." I wouldn't say crazy. It was, well, it is crazy, but it's definitely scummy. Crazy, scummy, whatever word you want to use, you could use. But I think it's freaking just scummy. It's scummy how they got the freaking World Cup. That's just, like, they didn't even try. I mean, they let Australia bid, or they tried to give an opening to bid, but it was going to be Australia. That was it. It was going to be Australia. And even then, Japan maybe? And nobody thought Japan was going to go in. They chose not to go in. Crazy ending maybe next season. Yeah. Red Bulls, wait till next year. Also, we didn't even deserve to make the playoffs. Hey, they fought pretty hard for a team who didn't deserve to make the playoffs. Roldan. Christian Roldan. Oh, my God, dude. You could have taken a shot a lot earlier. Fool. An absolute fool. That is an absolute fool. '39 or 37th minute. I'm loving this. I mean, freaking hell. Seattle's just... I didn't realize how fraudulent they are. They're getting dominated. Plays in. Really? Jordan Morris can get ahead to it, but he did last game? Jesus. Back heel, and Christian Roldan puts it wide. Good. I'm glad. Maybe today's game show on Red Bull made it, not NYCFC, Miami, or Montreal. Yeah, I agree with that. Miami would have made it had Messi not gotten hurt, but... only picked Seattle to make the Western Conference Final because of how much I didn't trust LAFC. Same here. I didn't trust LAFC the way they've been playing this year. Now I know that they're freaking on fire right now, at least in the first game. We'll see what happens tomorrow when I just watch that game, because I'm going to watch it myself after St. Louis is done. '38th minute. But yeah, look at this. Ciro Immobile appears on the Italian version of RuPaul's Drag Race. I respect it. This hasn't been surprising. Seattle hasn't been good since like April, and they still finished second to St. Louis. Like how? Like, yeah, they've been mid. I mean, Seattle hasn't been great. But if Seattle hasn't been good and LAFC hasn't been good, you would think that second place for a not good team, a team that I thought was staring down a rebuild at the start of the season, still maybe staring down a rebuild. I mean, come on now. Like, this is more what I expected Seattle to be at the start of the year. And hell, they had a good match against Al Ahly as well. So, I mean, I'd say probably West was bad. I mean, I guess I understand how you feel because St. Louis won the West. I mean, they were pretty good, but still. I would say since South Africa, Europe, and South America have the 2030 World Cup, Saudi have the Asia have the World Cup 34. That means the 2038 World Cup could come back to America. It will come back. Well, to North America, yes. To USA itself, I don't know. But CONCACAF has to win it. Because Europe is out for 2 cycles. That means they can't bid for 2038. South America can't bid. Africa can't bid. Asia can't bid. So, what else is it? Europe, Africa, Asia, South America can't bid. So it's either Oceania or CONCACAF. Do you really think New Zealand's getting the World Cup by themselves? Do you really think that? That's the only chance Oceania gets. If they get the World Cup by themselves, I'm going to laugh. I agree with that. So So let's just think of it like this, right? It's out for a goal kick for Dallas. It makes you think. I agree. It has to be CONCACAF. In 2038, it has to be CONCACAF. Now, does that mean Mexico does it themselves? Does that mean Canada tries to get a solo Canada World Cup? Or does the USA get their third World Cup in that point? Like, what, 50 years? Like one right after 26? Like 12 years later? Maybe. Is it going to be united again? No. It'll be a single host. But I guarantee you it won't be Jamaica. I guarantee you it won't be Jamaica, even though I think that'd be awesome. It will not be Honduras. Well, you know what, actually, for an actual World Cup, Honduras, Costa Rica, El Salvador, well, actually, you know what? Maybe they could all come together. Speaking of United bids in CONCACAF, yeah, maybe Honduras, Costa Rica, and El Salvador could come together. I think I just figured that out. You know what? Yeah, that actually... Cuba. That ain't happening. Australia, New Zealand. See, that can't happen, though. Because Australia is in Asia. Australia can't subsidize the World Cup for New Zealand like they did the women. Now, what they could have done is done it that way for 34, but they didn't choose to do it. So, plus it's rainy in Central America. Yeah, but it's during tropical season, so it could definitely get a bit hairy during hurricane season. But you know what? Hell, the 2026 World Cup could get hairy. Well, it is in June, July, so it's way more possible. Like, if we think about it, 44th minute, it's way more possible that a hurricane would hit Central America during a World Cup period than North America. Now, Mexico could be in trouble, but I think by the time Mexico, it could, but like the Gulf Coast, there's no stadiums on the Gulf Coast. The East Coast wouldn't be hit except for maybe a tropical storm. Most of the storms in the Atlantic in June and July are more Caribbean storms or in the Gulf. But, well, Jerry World has a freaking roof, so that doesn't matter, doesn't it? Atlanta has a roof, so even if it was, that doesn't matter. That's a good idea. I think. 45th minute. Atencio clears. '45th minute. Whoop, 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 whoop. Roof snack. '45th minute. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 2-0 Dallas. 2-0. Sao Paulo over the bar. Fraudulent activity detected. Yeah, when it comes to Dallas, yeah, you're right. '46th minute. 2-0. Jackson Reagan. Free kick for Seattle. '47th minute. New Zealand and Australia for sure. Maybe Australia, New Zealand, and Indonesia. They're not going to have 38 because, again, Asia can't bid because they just had it. Next World Cup, I want it to be in Argentina. I think we all wanted the Centenario World Cup in South America completely, but then they pulled this harebrained shit to make sure Saudi got it in 34. Because who's to say Saudi gets it if this harebrained shit doesn't go through? They knew Australia could barely make a good, what was the word, bid without after just having a women's World Cup. Like, they knew. That even shows you how freaking rich the USA is, or how many already stadiums we have. The fact that they want to host the Women's World Cup with Mexico, and that looks like the favorite for 2027, right after the 26th World Cup, which would be nice. Like, just imagine how cool the next couple of years of football in this country will be. Just imagine. Just imagine. Because we're going to have the World Cup in 24. We're going to have Copa America next year. We're going to have the Gold Cup with a lot of, like, basically a mini World Cup as the Gold Cup in 25. Still have Nations League and all that stuff. The Women's Gold Cup. We will have the Gold Cup in 25, the Club World Cup in 25, Copa America or World Cup in 26, possibly a Women's World Cup in 27, and the Olympics in 28. Over the next 4 years, like the U.S. is, I want them to get the Women's World Cup because for the next 4 years, I would love if the U.S. was the hub of soccer. Halftime or football. 2-0 at the half, 2-0. With a little bit of Mexico and Canada, but you get the point. Like, nobody's ever had it like that. Like, yeah, Qatar had some, like, pre-events, but they tried to basically just keep Qatar's head down until the World Cup actually happened. The USA, on the other hand, Russia didn't. Brazil, not really. South Africa sort of did, but like the eyes of the football world are on the USA, on CONCACAF for the next 4 years with all these tournaments. And you could say the Copa America or Gold Cup with Qatar. There you go. You could say this year too. But 24, Copa America, Women's Gold Cup, you still have Nations Leagues. You still have Gold Cup in 25. You have the World Cup in 26, the Club World Cup in 25. Women's World Cup in 27. The Olympics, women's and men's, in the U.S. in 28. Like, it's just a perfect situation. Like, nobody is going to look at the next, well, like this little run of time from 2023, summer of 2023, we've already been in it, but especially 24, to 2028, to August of 2028 is going to be something we haven't seen. So many amazing things. Even you still got club football, you still got the regular leagues we already have. Like, the eyes of football world will be on CONCACAF for the next 4 years. It already has been. Like, this is just the perfect time to jump on the bandwagon. If you're not on there, if you're not on the bandwagon right now, you better be on the bandwagon. If you're not on the bandwagon now, don't get on. Or if you're not about to be on the bandwagon, you're still kicking and huffing and puffing, you got to get in. You have to get in. Parson is in. Way too late. Let's see what he does. But second half, that's why I said 2028, the Olympics. The Olympics as a whole, but the Olympic football will be in LA in 2028. Makes me wonder, are they going to use Bank of California Stadium? Yep, Chris Parson playing quarterback for Mississippi State, but it's way too late. We're losing to Kentucky at home. Yeah, this season we're barely going to be bowl eligible at best. Leafs lost. I figured. I can't win for losing. Jordan Morris is a free agent after this season. Don't want him. I don't want him. I swear to God, if Toronto signs him after getting rid of Lorenzo Insigne, might as well have kept Insigne. Those dumbasses are going to sign Jordan Morris, aren't they? Figured. Jordan Morris is going to be signed by Toronto FC. These dumbasses are going to do that, right? Yeah, I figured. I'm prepared. I don't know. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. We'll move on. Sit tight. We'll be back. Seattle tried. There we go. Seattle tried to trade Morris in preseason, so I wonder if they'll let him walk this time with Ladero. Probably. With that being said, we'll take we're back. 2-0 at the half. Stats are as follows. 44% possession to 56% possession. 2 shots to 3. 2 shots on goal to 0. 126 accurate passes, 69% to 176, 77%. 6 fouls to 4. 0 corners to 2. 2 shots to 3. 2 shots on goal to 0. 183 passes to 230. 69% pass accuracy to 77. 12 throws to 6. 1 offside to 3. 1 yellow card to 2. 0 red cards to 0. 2-0 at the half. 2-0 medio tiempo. Dallas are kicking Seattle's ass. Which I did not expect that. Not one bit. I did not expect it. The Cowboys fans are in the house. Because they're playing in Dallas, or is it because... Oh, I could have worn my Dak Prescott jersey. Oh, whatever. It's red. This is red and blue. It's fine. This will work. I could have worn my Dak jersey. Shit. You know what? Yeah. Might as well. Might as well. Screw it. They're ahead. Might as well wear that. Hold on. Might as well. There it is. Might as well. Boom, boom. There we go. There we go. Boom. Boom. Yeah, because I know. That's why. The Dak attack. I wish State still had him. Lol. Dallas is kicking Seattle's ass. That's why. Like, Seattle just has no answer. And, I mean, yeah, they've had possession more since they've allowed 2 goals, but they're through. What are you talking about? Cincinnati wins 2. Okay, good. I was like, they ain't move them up, though? But yeah, I know that's weird, but I don't know. It's weird. I'm sure there's some story about it that I've seen that I haven't seen. Oh, but when they do the throwback jerseys, they have the same shade of the throwback jerseys have the same shade of blue as the away. So technically this is their away kit. Salmo de Suri would be a great signing for TFC, but we would never do that because, I just don't see it, to be honest. Second half about to start soon. But, yeah, Dallas just been kicking Seattle's ass. So, looks like Dallas is going to get some coverage on that messy Friday. Of course. Speaking of which, what happened to Raul Ruiz? I guess injury, maybe? Like, the man he's not there no more. Like, he's just, he's still on the team, but he's injured. He's not the same. I think he's a free agent after this year anyway. Oh, somebody's wearing a Miami jersey in the Dallas crowd. This ain't, dude. That's a party foul. Party foul. Party foul. Depressed. Like, I bet the 98 team are like, they shouldn't even be wearing our jersey. That's what they probably feel. They should not be wearing that historical jersey. That's probably what they feel like. They feel like they've been honoring them. They didn't honor them. They wore the jersey, but then they got freaking kicked in the ass. It was more of a disrespect than an honor. I still like the 98 jersey, though, and I still want to get it, but couldn't do that during a good season, could you? Let's see. 25 years, and guess what happens? Mississippi State 98 team, the one who made the SEC championship and lost to Tennessee, but they won the SEC West. They won the SEC West. Let's see. No. Oh. Now, how the hell does that happen? I was looking for the 98 jersey on Google's shopping tab. Somehow a 1997-98 Monterey home jersey came up in that search. How the hell does that make any sense? I just hope they don't get destroyed against Ole Miss in the Egg Bowl. Oh, we won't. We'll somehow win. Call me crazy, but we'll be back. We'll somehow win because, the Egg Bowl's unpredictable. And oh, by the way, Ole Miss recently has absolutely choked it. So, you know what? Especially when they're really good. You know what? I like our chances. I shouldn't, but I do. Contract expires December 31st, 2024. Okay, so. Rui Diaz is back next year. I thought that's why they got a bear. Huh, interesting. Second half about to start here. Huh, weird. Okay. Okay, and we're off. Raul Rui Diaz. Substitute. I don't see him. 45th minute, today game. He's a sub, yeah. I bet. Hold on. Yeah, he's on the bench. He ain't starting, though. They start Jordan Morris over Rui Diaz. It's not smart. What are you going to do? Why are you going to do that for? That just shows you how bad he's dropped off. 2-0 Dallas. We're on to the second half. Maroon and Co. Oh, there we go. 45th minute. 46th minute. Huh. Morris does ball more with Ruidiaz on the ball anyway. No, he's just going to call him up anyway. No, he's just going to call him up anyway. Oh, they have a state script tee. Nice. I agree with that. That is true. Oh, have a quarter zip MSU interlocking shirt. Okay. Trying to see where the jerseys are. Oh, there it is. A 90s replica jersey. Adidas. There it is. I don't know. I probably have to. Goal! No. Joel Morris. They're pissed off. I saw Jordan Morris running. It wasn't a goal. Morris is offside. Morris is offside, but it looks like he's going to the monitor. To the monitor, the ref goes. Or to the assistant ref, the AR. Huh, interesting. Let me see here. Oh, they do have adult smalls for $90. Shit. A 90s throwback for $90. Adult small. I may have to freaking hit that. I don't know. 2-1. It is a goal. Jordan Morris scores a goal. He scored last game. He scores again. Jordan Morris, he's onside. He's onside. No, I agree. Shot. And he just effortlessly taps it into the near post. Perfect. Jordan Morris. Brings one back. It is a goal for Jordan Morris. Taps it in effortlessly before he goes down. It is a goal in the 49th minute. 2-1, Dosa Uno. You think we're going to go to penalties here and we're going to get Seattle winning on penalties? We're going to get 2 sweeps? I feel like we may. This shows how mid-Pas could be. Seattle needs one more. They were building some momentum in the first half after the 2 goals. Right now, it looks like they're still building on that momentum. Jordan Morris. Locked away. Jordan Morris. Paul Arriola. I mean, it would be hilarious if Greg Berhalter like calls up 2 great rosters for the friendlies and then calls up some of his bullshit going into the actual competitive ties. It would be hilarious. But that would be totally Greg Berhalter. That would be a totally Greg Berhalter moment if he calls up a shit roster or an absolutely joking roster for the actual competitive games. But for the friendlies, he calls a pretty good roster. If that was disallowed, I would pirate all the games next season and only buy MLS jerseys secondhand. So what, you would go buy one of those like those sky blue jerseys they had like years ago for Seattle? But I do respect the pirate talk. That's what I'm talking about. Well, not that way, but I guess some of you are. Well, at times I guess so. But maybe we're just all pirates here in our own ways. Yeah. We all have that pirate spirit in us in some way, shape, or form. You love it. Christian rolled on. Well, even with Trinidad, I mean, yeah, he could get away with it, but why would you? No, what the funny part about it is Greg Berhalter calls up a shit roster for an actual knockout tie. Even if it's against Trinidad. But he calls up his boys against the good guys, the guys that actually look like a good roster. Like, think about this, though. Like, think about it. if Greg Berhalter calls up a Gold Cup level roster or a roster there's multiple questions about during a knockout tie, but he calls up a pretty great roster for both knockout, or not knockout, but friendly windows, dude. That either shows that he doesn't trust anybody that he called up for those 2 windows for an actual qualifying tie, or he's just an idiot. Or Greg Berhalter's Greg Berhalter, and he's going to do things the way he pleases. And he bait and switched everybody to be like, you know what? Maybe he's different a little bit. No. Well, no, the Germany game should have told you that he wasn't different, but I don't know. Who I got for tomorrow winning? I got St. Louis winning over Kansas City tomorrow. I got LAFC winning over Vancouver tomorrow. That's what I got. If you want other games, other leagues, I should say. Oh. You want other leagues? We gonna go. Where's Spot Mom? There we go. 53rd minute. Free kick Dallas. Well, now a corner. Tomorrow's games. Premier League. Forest versus Villa. I got Aston Villa. I got Liverpool over Luton. Spain. I got Almeria over Alaves. Valencia over Granada. Villarreal over Athletic Bilbao. Real Madrid over Rayo Vallecano. I got Wolfsburg over Werder Bremen. I got Stuttgart over Heidenheim. I got Verona over Monza. I got Genoa over Cagliari. I got Roma over Lecce. I got Fiorentina over Juventus. I got Metz over Lyon. I got Nantes over Heinz. Seattle fucking up there. I got Strasbourg over Clermont. I got Toulouse over Le Havre. I got Monaco over Brest. I got Nice over Rennes. Of course, St. Louis and Vancouver winning their games. FA Cup. Here's a corner. FA Cup. I got Portsmouth over Chesterfield. I got Fleetwood over Kidderminster. Grimsby over Slough Town. Crew. I got Derby over Crew. It'd be hilarious if Crew won. And I got Charlton over Cray Valley. And then the African Football League final, I got Wydad over Mamelodi Sundowns because they don't have Cassius Malula. That's as much as I'm going to do. Oh, Copa Argentina. Okay, we got some Copa Argentina. My bad. Vélez over Talleres. Lanús over Union. Racing over Central Córdoba. Estudiantes over... Actually, I'll go Defensa over Estudiantes. And I'll go Newell's over Sarmiento. Equalizer, Seattle just scored. 55th minute. And Jordan Morris is on his bike. And he's going to chip pass. It's 2. Jordan Morris. And he's offside again. Nope, he's offside. Again, he's offside. Now, this time he was off. This time, off. But, I mean, you could look at it, Jordan Morris, just offside. But Seattle ain't dead yet. They never are until you knock them out. Let's see, as the ball was kicked, his arm was still in line with Ibeagha. You could argue that he was still onside. You could argue. 4 offside to 1. And another one for Jordan Morris. His one arm was in line with Ibeagha, but was his other foot in line? I don't know. I wish we still had those World Cup things. Like the World Cup ball. Where you would have the actual line. And it would show you the picture of what the play looked like. That should have been checked. You could say it should have been checked. But, I mean, I'm not too mad about it. Now, if that's what makes sure Seattle doesn't get a penalty shootout, well, we have a fight on our hands. But I wouldn't say a fight, but we'll have some angry people. 56 minute. Oh, no, bad giveaway. But Fry, oh, my God, Stephen Fry actually made a mistake, and he didn't pay for it. I've never seen Stephen Fry pull some stuff like that. Horrible goal kick straight to a Dallas player, and luckily he didn't pay for it. But Stephen Fry, I can't believe he made that mistake. He didn't even do that in Toronto. The dude all the way in the left was almost on Morris's line. But almost close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Come on. Just because he was almost. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Hey, they had a pretty good, they fought pretty hard, and they did win a playoff game in the wild card. So, could be worse. It could be me who should be going golfing instead of watching football, but you know what? Jordan Morris, is he onside? Yes, but he can't make the play. Jordan Morris has actually been pretty good. I know, crazy. I didn't expect it. And Josh Atencio loses the ball, but luckily Roldan's right there to clean that up. João Paulo. Atencio. Pirates. What did you say? Throw in, 58th minute. Ladero coming on for Leo Chu. What do you mean it's a sweep? Did something happen? They still got to score. If they score a second, they still are only in a penalty shootout. Who knows? Dallas may answer. Cross. Header. Saved by Paz. Ladero was right there with a header. I can't believe it, to be honest. 59th minute. 59 minutes. Bam, 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 bam. Did I? Well. Header, Bernard Kamungo. Lol. Yellow card for Paxton Pomykal. 7th place in the Qatar League for Anthony Hudson's club. Huh. Paxton Pomykal gets a yellow card in the 61st minute of play. Oh, Atencio. Not good. 61st minute. My messy Miami graphic tee from Game Changers is still holding up like new after 3 or 4 wears already. Free kick for Seattle. That's pretty good. It's what? Sometimes graphic tees. Well, okay, no, even, yeah, WWE tees have done that to me. Like cracked. Back when I had them like cracked and came off a bit, the graphics. '62nd minute, João Paulo with a free kick. João Paulo. João Paulo plays it over. Header. That was not even near sounder. Over the top. Headed away. That's a corner. You know what? I wonder if Game Changers has a Jude Bellingham shirt at this point. You think they would. You would think they'd have a Jude Bellingham shirt at this point. That'd be a genius idea, like having a Jude Bellingham shirt. João Paulo. Like, you would think, you know what? They should do that. I don't know. Just seems like a genius idea to me. Jude Bellingham shirt. Mm-hmm. Header cleared. Just realized we're in November now. So everybody's got much paler on the field. Nah, I don't watch Speed. I still know what the hell he does because enough people talk about it, but I don't watch him. 63rd minute. '64th minute. That's true. That is true. Just don't take him to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I wouldn't be surprised if he did go. '65th minute. Lakeshore West train calls his name. Nuhu gets fouled. If Speed could get into the Ballon d'Or ceremony, if he really wanted to, he could be the one to sing the national anthem in the MLS final. I'll give him one thing. Speed can sing. Well, good enough. I'll give him that. I mean, his voice didn't sound too bad on that World Cup song hook when he was actually singing. So you know what? He can sing. I'll give him that. He can sing. Just enough to, I mean, hell, he's probably a better anthem singer than some I've heard before. You know what? I don't know if MLS would do that, though. I'd love to see them. You know what? I'd love to see him do it just so I could see the reaction. it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, you know, to see the reaction if Speed was to sing the national anthem at the MLS Cup or have anything to do with it. It would be interesting. '67th minute. I just want to see the reaction. If you could pick anyone to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, who would it be? I don't know. I never thought of that answer. I've thought of halftime shows, but national anthem. I would say, who's a mid-tier country star that I like? Matt Stell. There we go. Matt Stell. Yeah, we'll go with that. Matt Stell. Yeah. He's not even that popular anymore. He's definitely pissed away his popularity, if he even had any. He's not made a hit since That Ain't Me No More, but you know what? I don't know. They don't get the big guns to sing I guess they do get big guns to sing the national anthem, but, I could care less. I'm going over or under. That's all I care about. Sacramento Republic 1-0 over the Phoenix Rising for Russell Cicerone. Raul Ruidiaz coming on and Obed Vargas coming on in the 68th minute. Honestly, all I care about is the over-under of the freaking anthem. Whether I actually bet it or do one of those prop bet sheets versus everybody at the Super Bowl party. Very obscure big guns. I didn't say he was a big gun, but I could care less. All I care about is the over or under on the national anthem. That's all I care about. The timing of the national anthem. That's a bet, like during the Super Bowl. Like whoever sings the national anthem, you can bet on the time it takes them. Josh Atencio is off for Ruidiaz, João Paulo for Obed Vargas. Wait, what are they doing? João Paulo is off. That's just idiotic. Are you new to this? That you could bet the national anthem, the length of the national anthem during the Super Bowl? Are you new to this? Plays forward. Per game? 904 passes per game, maybe. Season stats against each other. About 205, 2 minutes 5. That was last year, it was 2 minutes 5. For Chris Stapleton. 2 minutes 5. Oh, yeah, Chris Stapleton would probably be one of the ones I'd want to hear sing the national anthem, but he sang it, so that's out the window. Blake Shelton. I think we'd have to do it earlier. Heard something about Jake Paul planning a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Of course. Of course. Jake Paul wanted to fight Canelo. Yeah, that's something. We got Jake Paul wanted to fight Canelo. Yeah, that's some 71st minute. But hey, at least Logan won the U.S. championship. Plays foul. Taylor gets picked for the anthem. I'm going to be hella concerned, and not because of the fellow Swifties and the Swift-hating NFL fans. Why would you be concerned then? I don't get why you would be concerned. Alara Mendy gets a yellow. The J-Lo Shakira halftime show is still my favorite of all time. Eminem, LL Cool J, Snoop. That's not it. Hell, Prince. Prince's halftime show? No. That's fair. Or they already made it and they got her to do it because they already made it. Now, winning it, though, they could still rig it. Yeah, I remember. Like, yeah. Like, I mean, the good part about it is, yeah, the views were good. The songs, I could care less. I mean, J-Lo Shakira was like, yeah, the views are good. The songs, I could care less. Marco Farfan, I mean, I don't even remember the set list. Now, okay, speaking of halftime shows, I will not say Maroon 5 was the best halftime show of all time. I still liked that they were there, but I mean, it was good. It was good. I still think Beyonce did have a good halftime show, but Rihanna this year was pretty good. I liked Rihanna's halftime show. I liked the 90s rap halftime show when it came to St. Louis and Cincy. I loved that. I think that's the best one in the past decade. '73rd minute. Caught by pause. As the resident Maroon 5 stand here, you what, mate? You what, mate? The weekend was good. Yeah, I agree with that. The past two Super Bowl halftime shows have been really good. I don't think they beat Prince, but in their own way, they were on GOAT level. Especially the Eminem, Snoop, Dre, 50. That's on its own. Like, that's a GOAT. That's a GOAT recent one. I think greatest of all time, Prince. It's Prince. Super Bowl 41. It's Prince. I don't know what they're looking for. Are they saying there may be a penalty there? I don't know what they're looking for. 75th minute. What? They go into the monitor for what? Is that a penalty for Seattle? Well, shit. Okay. A shirt pull on Rui Diaz. Yeah, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Shirt pull on Rui Diaz. Looks like we're going to get another shootout at the very least. I mean, he got his shirt pulled. He's onside. He got his shirt pulled. He goes down. Yeah, I think even though he's not on the ball, I mean, I think he was going to get the ball crossed to him. It was coming towards him if Paz didn't come to collect it. I think that's a pen. I personally think that's a pen. 76 minutes. Seattle may just be getting a penalty. Throw in. Nope, it's going to be a throw in. They're not going to give it. Fair. I mean, I guess you could say fair, but he pulled the back of his shirt. Ferreira. Shot. Past the post. Thank God for my sake. I'm like, you could have called that a penalty, though. Like, I say yes. In my opinion, in the way I look at it, shirt pull, like he was holding on to that shirt. He goes down, tries to impede him from getting to the ball so Paz could catch it. And he did it in a foul way. I mean, I think it's a pen. Rusnak, Ladero, cross, Rusnak. Offside. I think it's a pen, at least arguable. Seattle in the 78th minute. Playing forward. Nuhu cleared. Nuhu's cross is cleared, just barely. Seattle needs to score in the next 10 minutes. Nuhu cross right to Paz. 12 minutes plus stoppage time to go for Seattle to score and send this to penalties and maybe even just win outright. Morris and Ladero low-key carrying right now. Seattle looks like they're going to score a second goal, in my opinion. Playing forward. 79th minute. You think Garber's going to make the call to make sure this is a sweep? Well, you know, they could have done that for the penalty then. I don't know. But you know what? MLS wins either way. Messi plays on his own on Friday. They got everybody to focus on that. There's a playoff game next Friday. You got the lead in. You got the lead in. So you know what? It ain't too bad. Morris. Because Dak Prescott, that's why. Ladero, Nuhu, 80th minute, cleared, but Nuhu gets back to it, and it gets given away. Honestly, the referee kind of got in the way. Free kick for Dallas. 81st minute. With Ancelotti going to Brazil, does that mean Brazil played terrorist ball? No, because they're already playing terrorist ball. They're already playing terrorist ball. They'll actually play some better football when Ancelotti gets there. Besides, Cross, header away by Obed Vargas. 82nd minute. Seattle is up against it. Rui Diaz. Just had a bruschetta pizza. That sounds amazing. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Culero. I agree with that, but I don't think Ancelotti is terrorist ball. Now, what they're doing now is, like, in between, it is. Obed Vargas. Ladero. Obed Vargas is in through. Cross. Past the post. Goal kick. It went out. Carlos, an upgrade to Tite. Rui Diaz fumbled. I agree. But Tumasi and Ibiaga got there. Just quick enough to make sure that wasn't a goal. Ansa and Obrian are coming on for Dallas. Can Dallas see this game out, unlike the Miami one? Jader Obrian for Pomical. And Ferreira for Ansa. Oh, they're losing Ferreira. Ferreira's off. Kellen Rowe for Nuhu. Ferreira got the goal on the penalty. But if they do go to penalties, maybe the upshot is he doesn't get seen a second time. So you know what? Kellen Rowe for Nuhu is the sub. Kellen Rowe for Nuhu Tola. Goal kick in the 84th minute. Seattle made 4 subs. Three windows, though. Yep. Three windows. They've already used their 3 windows. Dallas has only used 2. So, why are you chanting? Why they don't keep Ferreira in this game? I have no idea. I mean, they have the lead. Seattle has the momentum, and they've looked like they're about to score for about 30 minutes now. Like, Dallas at this point just got to get saved by the bell. Pretty much. Like, Dallas at this point has just got to get saved by the bell. If they don't, you don't want Seattle to get the penalties. You want to finish this out right to make sure it's a 1-1 series going back to Seattle. But that's a free kick. Yes. Like, you don't want, if you're Dallas, you do not want. My TV's at the 84th minute, says Angus. That sucks. And Kosi Tafari. Cross in. Header. Saved by Pas. Oh, my. They can't tap it in. Seattle almost was able to tap that in. Saved off the line. Couple of 10-bell saves, to be honest. Over the top. Flounders are pushing. I agree. They are, yes. 88th minute. Seattle are legit knocking at the door. Boca versus Fluminense vibes. Goal kick for Fry. Flounders may be pushing, but they ain't pushing P right now. That'll be a throw-in. Douse. '88th minute. Will Dallas get close? Tuamasi with a throw. Yamar plays forward. Rusnak plays forward. Oh, Jader Obrian. Can he shut the door? Obrian scores 3-1. We got a game 3. Jader Obrian 3-1. Trace us in. Forget getting saved by the bell. They slammed the door. Dallas slams the door. We got a game 3. See y'all on Friday. You're lucky that you're at 9 o'clock and Messi's at 7. We got a Dallas win. 1-1 tie. 1-1 series tie. No sweep. Friday, we got a double stream. 1 RSR. Should I review the Messi game? I couldn't do 2 lives if I did 1 RSR for the Miami game. So, we still covered the playoffs, but we're also covering the friendly. We're going to, what's the word? Split the difference. Seattle are going back to Seattle. Series tied 1-1 after 5 minutes. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Seattle, that broke them. I don't think it matters that it's 5 minutes. I think it's over. Seattle 5 minutes. I think it's over. Seattle's going back to Seattle. Win or go home. Game 3. We had 1 sweep tonight. 1 game 3. 1 sweep, 1 game 3. So we know there will be Dallas on Friday. It's made my day better. I'm happy for you, Rory. I'm happy for you. Let's go. Red Bulls extend the MLS record for consecutive years, making the playoffs without winning MLS Cup to 14. Huh. That's something. 3 minutes to go. I was kind of right about this series. Me too. Just the wrong round of games. I did say it'd be a 3-round, though. This best 3 might actually be helping these low-seeded teams, too, and not just the higher ones. Just because Red Bull fought hard, just because St. Louis lost and Dallas got to a game 3, now you just, well, actually, you know what? I'll take it. You just jinxed Kansas City, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Go ahead and jinx Kansas City, please. We need all the help we can get. Go ahead and jinx Kansas City. Go ahead and jinx them, buddy. Love it. I mean, I don't think there's enough to say that it's helping lower-seeded teams. I don't think so. I don't think so, because why would it be? 93rd minute. I don't think so. We got Kansas City, St. Louis tomorrow. Let's see. Where are we right now? Friday, we got a match. 2 matches, to be honest. We got some on Friday, buddy. Friday. Hello, Friday. Oh, there it is, right there. Boom. 7 p.m., 9 p.m. The Noche d'Or. 93rd minute. Noche d'Or. Ballon d'Or. Noche d'Or. And then Seattle, Dallas. Red Bull has been taken off a Saturday because there was a sweep. Called him sweep, baby. 2 games tomorrow. I'm only covering 1, but I'm still watching Vancouver LAFC. 94th minute. Salt Lake, Houston, Atlanta, Columbus, Nashville, Orlando, New England, Philadelphia. We going to see if that Thursday game gets rubbed off. Yeah. There's only 2 games left on Saturday. St. Louis, 3-5. Houston, Salt Lake. St. Louis, Kansas City. That they all could go away by the end of tomorrow or by the end of Monday, and then we'll know on Wednesday what Sunday looks like. So we'll know what Thursday looks like tomorrow. I don't like their new logo, but the color scheme, I thought it was similar, but you know what? Maybe more blue. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And I guess they'll have the new logo on their away kit. 95th minute. Took a page from the Kraken's book and used ice blue. I do like that blue. I really do. 95th minute. When the whistle's blown, that'll do ya. And it's full time down in Dallas. Full time. It is 3-1. 3-1. Seattle loses. They're going to a game 3. This series is tied. Dallas is going to a game 3 against Seattle. Dallas is going to a game 3 against Seattle. There you go. We got a 1-1 series tie. All to play for on Friday. Funnily enough, look how Miami and Messi are still connected. The team that got absolutely embarrassed by Lionel Messi gets to play a game 3 on the same day Messi plays his Ballon d'Or honoring friendly. Because Cincinnati swept them. They don't play the 3rd game if there's a 2 sweep. It'd be stupid to play it. If you lose 2 games, you're out. But if you get swept 2-0, why would you play the 3rd game just for... Well, you know what? Maybe we're going to hear some teams saying they should do that just because it's going to be a long break anyway. But you know what? It is what it is. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification when subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in place. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review of this match. There we go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.